What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Almost fell asleep, y'all. It's almost Friday. I was tired. I'm getting tired. Anyway, welcome to the channel. I'm Royal Vibes, your intuitive guide. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please. If you like what you hear, thank you. Please and thank you. Um, this message is for the collective, a guidance message. Um, it seems that a lot of us are being tested at this time, um, and we are needing just a little guidance as to how to deal with certain situations and or um, situations to come, and we know what they are as to being able to identify it when they arise against you, or you know they come up against you basically. So we're gonna jump into the reading again. Like, share, and subscribe. Want to grow the channel like we had the last one, please and thank you. I'm kind of monotone because I was literally about to doze off on y'all, and I said I was gonna come on for 11:11. I don't like to be late. I really don't. So I beat myself up when I am. But anyway, because I think people's time is precious, right? Because I know my time is. It's time you can't get back. So I respect people's time, right? And yeah, we're gonna get to it. Trying to see where we're going with it first. I have several decks here to pull from, so I don't mean I'm actually gonna pull from everything. I might, and then I might not. All right. So, spirit is encouraging me to speak on um, being humble, right? Being humble. Humble is not a sign of weakness. It is not weakness, right? And society would make us believe that, and some of us believe it actually, and choose other options for ourselves and get ourselves in a world of trouble, So this is a way that we can stop and think about it. Be humble about the situation. And one of my favorite sayings is humble yourself or be humbled, right? So taking the initiative to humble yourself with the situation. Um, yeah, it's an opportunity to show how wise and how strong you are. And yeah, why not? Why not? So passing the test is. I'm sorry. Passing the test is. It can be a difficult thing, you know, depending on the scenario. How how um, hard it hit home, It can be difficult. I get it. I'm human. I've been there. And I won't say that I passed every test, but I'm working diligently, you know. Just like I said, these messages aren't just for you all and for me too. All right. Just the vessel being used. Surrender was the first card that come up. Excuse me. I keep cutting the deck on pride. Pride is a major reason why some of us aren't able to humble ourselves. Ego is another. Right? Fear, um, fear of submission. Some people are feared into submission, and then there's some people that fear submission to the righteous thing, to the right thing, humble, right? To purpose, surrendering to purpose, humbling themselves to their purpose. And a lot of times we make life harder for ourselves when we don't choose the road, the humble road. You know, a lot harder for ourselves. It's unnecessary sometimes. Right? Loneliness. Yep. Because society teaches us um, that Gratitude. Society teaches us that, yeah, we should act on whatever. But wisdom says to choose your battles, right? Understand what's at stake and see and weigh your options. Excuse me. And not just move head first and um, causing you to lose everything, right? And choosing the higher road is often a lonely road. And I get it. I definitely get it. It's a peaceful road. I'll tell you that. Courage, the strength, the courage. Because that's what it is. Um, being humble is wisdom. And strength is working and living life smart, not hard. You know, to me, I've learned that being humble, you can get most anything you want. I've learned that. I've been through a lot, enough to know that that's a scenario. Service keeps flipping out, and humor was humor was in there too. But I think these these cards are becoming repetitive, so I'm gonna go ahead and start reading them. But nonetheless, yeah, humble is the way, right? Humble is not weak. Humility is not a sign of weakness. Humble and righteous. Yeah, it's not a sign of weakness. It's actually an opportunity to show exactly what you can be. You know. All right, so surrendering to the actual scenario, basically. I can release my need to control, indeed, right? And that is a part of humbling yourself, you know, not getting too involved into things that you have no control over, meaning worrying about stressing yourself over. Humble yourself, you know, it'll work out in your favor, you know. It's always worked out in your favor, especially the collective. I'm talking to the collective. And if you come across this channel, that's exactly who you are. Didn't know, now you know. All right, so surrender, releasing the need to control. That's a form of being humble, humbling yourself, knowing that there are certain things and some things in life that you will not have control over, but you do have control over you. The one thing, that one thing, you absolutely have control over you. And sometimes we have to choose to humble ourselves, choosing those battles and choosing them wisely, right? Not allowing our those things, the pride and ego and etc. to to hinder you, you know. All right, loneliness. Again, I just spoke about the loneliness being on that road. Yeah, it's often a lonely road, but the high road is I've found that the high road is a good road. Even if you feel uncomfortable and it is lonely, if you feel uncomfortable there, it's not your norm, right? And sometimes choosing the high road, it does something. I don't know. It makes something. It changes the momentum of how things happen. The test, you're being tested and you're responding, in a defensive way. Humble yourself. Just watch how it plays out. Allow it to play out in your favor, and I I can speak about that because just recently I had an incident that was somewhat similar to, and I found that through experience and wisdom and working smart and not hard, that humility is best, especially because I know better. You know what I mean? I know better, right? Um, and again, taking a higher road is it's hard sometimes, and heavy is the head that wears the crown. And sometimes you are chosen to make, you are expected to choose the higher road, right? Um, to whom much is given, much is required. You are expected to choose the higher road. You know better, right? And so I know better, and because of me knowing better and me still choosing to move in a manner in which I would have or could have, would have resulted me in some serious injury, especially because I walk a certain walk, and like I said, I know better. And those who know better, it makes you feel a certain way. You know what I mean? When you know better, you're supposed to do better. You're supposed to choose to do better. That's like still humbling yourself, knowing better, knowing when to hold them and when to fold them. Right? That old saying. Know when to throw it in. Hmm. But I've learned, and I'm still learning. I'm not exempt, so I feel like I'm equipped to actually talk about it because I've experienced it, several times. And each time I can't say that it's a similar experience or the same experience. It's similar, but not the same experience. So it kind of catches me off guard, but it teaches me a little bit about myself, you know, and how brave I can be and how strong I can be by putting myself in someone else's shoes. That's a form of humility, of being humble, seeing from their perspective, seeing from their eyes, you know what I mean? If you were they, I mean them, or they were you, that sort of thing. You can't control what they do, but you can control you. And so the things that you don't have control over, you can't worry about, you can't fret about, but you do, or we should I say, we should move with more more humility. I think it needs to be more widespread for sure, because the world lacks humility, being humble. Patience is another thing. We're gonna talk about that one, I'm sure. But the lack of humility around is just hardening, disheartening, should I say? And it's unfortunate. And you would almost, like, you can see why things are happening the way that it is, because the balance is off. You I was always taught that humble is the way to get anything that you want, and literally, I just flipped the script on a certain situation because I know better, like I said, and flipped the script and is working just the way that I needed to work, and it don't even know that it's working for me. But yeah, it's a blessing. It's such a blessing that yeah, choosing your battles is a sign of wisdom and authority over me, and authority over what I can control. So just a little wisdom that I can share with you all, and let you know that it's not worth it. It's not worth your peace. It's not worth your um your well being. It's not worth anything. Not worth losing any of who you are. Right. or who you're meant to be, should I say? Because who you are, I just thought about what I said. Who you are, the pride and ego. Sometimes, yeah, that could be a little bit, much, right? A little bit much for some, and sometimes it is not pride and ego for some folks. It's just it could be you could just be sure of who you are, a very positive person, a light filled person, and you are, you know, in your own world. And I've seen people like they are lights of this world, and they are typically walking around singing, and I I enjoy seeing people like that, because you can tell that they are in tune with what's happening around them, and they're living life, and life is not uh how I want to say it. They're living life as a it was the way I wanted to say it. Dang it. Darn it. I hate when I miss the punchline. Oh fooey. I'll get it next time. But nonetheless, yeah, we make it harder for ourselves. Just in a nutshell. We make it harder for ourselves. All right, so gratitude is the next card. We talked about loneliness. I talk about loneliness. I kind of like skimmed past it because, yeah, the higher road is lonely. Not many people choosing it. You know what I mean? Not many people thinking about what they're doing before they do it, their choices before they make them. Not many people, they just going head first and just making the choices and thinking about the consequences later. Oh yeah, life is too short to be thinking about the consequences later. We gotta get it together. With some of us too old, we raising children as raising children. I mean, we didn't raise children as raising children. Come on, we gotta get it together. Like we can't be the blind leading the blind forever, huh? Like what the heck is going on? We gotta do better. All right, loneliness. There's a difference with being lonely and alone. There's a difference. People don't understand, but there's a major difference. It's about perception. But here we go. All right, loneliness, and it says, I know that I am never alone. There you go. Pow, bang, boom. And know it and never forget it. You know, choosing the high road, that mean that again, I can't. My favorite two sayings is two of my favorite two sayings is two of my favorite sayings, I should say. I'm tired. The week has been a lot, but it's been pleasant, and that it has been because I have chosen. Yeah, it's just been pleasant. That's all I can say. And I don't want to gloat on it, but I want to let you know that being humble actually works. Actually, freaking works. And I know it. I've known it. Leading with love. The last message we talked about, all of that was a part of it, and falling under the guidelines of the laws of righteousness, the laws that I actually live by. That's why I say I know better. And so I'm grateful for the test, and God, I hope I passed. I hope I passed. I really do, because I mean I feel like I did, and I have people that is actually telling me, "Dang, you look lighter, you look brighter, you look I can feel you vibrating off of higher energy," and that means everything to me. And so yeah, radiating higher energy, that means everything to me. Not that I care about what anybody thinks, but that means that was just that made it official. That solidified my efforts. That let me know that my efforts weren't in vain, and that they are being noticed and felt, for that matter. And yeah, it makes you, it encourages you to want to do more, right? And so that's where I'm at with it, and it's just a pleasant feeling that I can control me, and by controlling me, controlling what's happening around me, even though I don't have no control over those things, like physically have no control over it, but spiritually, yeah, when I connect with who I am and how it's supposed to be, it moves accordingly just the way that I need it to. Yeah, favor is mine, said the Lord. Yeah. Just like he said, vengeance is mine, victory is also mine, and will always be. Vengeance and victory. Beautiful thing. Yeah, I am never alone. Oh, we are never alone. And when I say I'm speaking about all of us, okay? And when I say you, I'm speaking about me too. So, again, I'm not exempt. So, gratitude. And again, yeah, I love saying that's another one of my sayings. Gratitude is my attitude. I usually start the reading off like that. I don't even know why I didn't today, but nonetheless, I told you I'm tired, but I didn't want to skip out on y'all. And I probably won't be coming on tomorrow because I told you I don't do Fridays at all. I've been trying to get things together with my business and focusing on actually getting product and stuff like that together, and so I can begin like advertising those things to you all too, and begin selling it. And I told you I think I have yeah, I think I mentioned to you all in my last video some of the things that I'll be selling. So get your mind right, all natural, all made with love. um yeah, it's a beautiful thing. So back to the reading. Gratitude. Gratitude is my attitude. And gratitude should always be our attitude for everything. It's always it's the same. Well, a saying that's similar to it, but it's like it could be worse, but thank God it's not. Right. That's how I look at it. When I say gratitude is my attitude, like it could be worse, but thank God it's not. And that's a amazing mindset to have, because it yeah, it just does something to life, right? That means you could count your blessings and appreciate what it is that you have, so that the Most High could like bless you with more, right? You counting your blessings. I'm grateful for what it is that I have now. I can value and appreciate what God is giving me, and He's seeing you appreciating those things. So why not bless you with more, right? So again, it could be worse, right? You got this little small little teacup plate or whatever, salsa or whatever you call it, and you appreciate everything that's on that little thing, and then now you got a whole platter. That's it. It's a beautiful thing. Count your blessings. Appreciate what it is that you have, and yeah, be humble about it. Sit down. Be humble. Sit down. All right. So again, gratitude. I'm thankful for this life and the opportunity that it presents. It sounds like something was outside my door just now. All right. And we have courage here. And those of you will understand and know if you've never seen me read before. I am very long winded. And I have a way of wanting to explain to you so you can understand. I've, I'm I have a lot of wisdom, and um, I'm grateful for the lessons that brought me the wisdom. And I understand too that when you walk a certain life, a walk, and you have surrendered and submitted yourself to God, it's now your obligation to express to other people, you know, the give folks the wisdom that you have experienced, and hopefully it's food that feed them in a way that they'll be able to use it. If not now, it's preserved and used later on in life, and possibly one day it comes across them and they'll say, hey, I've heard that before. I understand that. I get it. I understand why that was said then, and why where I can use it in my life now. And that's all. Yeah, all the greater. I love it when it happens that way, because it's not by chance. I just feel like there's nothing happens by chance. Everything is designed to happen the way that is exactly the way that it's supposed to happen. And yeah, that's what it is. All right. All right. So we're at courage. And again, make sure gratitude is our attitude. It could be worse, and thank God it's not. And that's words to live by. Seriously. All right. So courage is the next one. And it says, I find the inner strength. Oh my God. I love it. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. Yeah. And confident in being um, wise and strong and just knowing who you are and where you stand in every scenario that every test that comes against you. You don't have to respond to everything or jump at every opportunity. It's okay to be humble. It's okay to sit back and watch how everything plays out. It again is not a sign of weakness. It's actually a sign of strength. It's a sign of control. It's a sign of you again strength, and it's a beautiful thing. So yeah, we have to do more of it, right? Not surrendering to um, the negative aspects of it, but finding the positive parts of it. Because a lot of people we're out here really believing that humble is weak, and there are people that are losing their lives because they can't be humble. We can't control ourselves. We can't choose. We don't know how to choose humble. We have so many people in our ear, then we understand, or the family gets to understand that later on that was never your friend, because here it is now that family member was gone and life goes on. It's just a sad cycle, you know what I mean? And sometimes taking the higher road is the best way. You get to walk away, you get to live another day. Just being humble, you know what I mean? I'm just so sick of I'm sick of seeing like people, and I know it's gonna happen. I know it's just I love God and I love His people, good, bad, and indifferent. I don't care who you are, right? God makes no mistakes, no mistakes. So that's it. Mm. I get him. I get. Oh, that's not the deck I wanted to go to, because that's like the deck, the almost the last deck. Sorry, y'all. I was in my little in my rant, but my truth, right? My truth, my transparency. Those kind of things hit home with me, and I don't mind sharing it. That's what I'm here for. God sent me to go through what I went through so that I could be a vessel to help somebody else get through what they're going through. What they're going through is not by chance. I'm telling you. If you don't use it today, you're gonna use it tomorrow. And I love reciprocity. I love being able to feed the folks as they are feeding me. So I'm open. I'm open for yeah. I'm open for blessings and nothing less. Open for honesty, open for truth. All of that's blessings. Right? I like flipper hours. We're not gonna do the flipper overs. But yeah. Hibernation. Mm-hmm. Hibernation. The road less traveled. Sometimes you gotta go. You gotta get into that space. And that's where you find the best. That's where you find you at. You know what I mean? In that humble space, that humble, that unordinary, that place that you're not used to. It's gonna be a task for some of us to do it. Just like patience, asking for patience. That's a lot of us. That's something else a lot of us need. Patience. And again, we're gonna talk about that too. We're definitely going to talk about that healing with nature. Somebody definitely needs to go out and heal in nature, hibernating in nature, just relaxing. Go sit by the water. Go find you got one of your favorite ponds or favorite lakes or something to go sit by. Take your shoes off. Not now. It's cold. Don't do it now. Unless you're in Jamaica somewhere, some beautiful country place that has the beach and some sun, a warm beach. I'll say. Go grounds. Find the peace in all that's good around you, in what's around you, right? And I mean nature. That's what I mean. The things you can control. Oh, we got 66 and 77 here. Number 35. Generosity came out too. Mm-hmm. And to me, that has something to do with basically look, spiritual gifts. I love it. That came out in the last reading. Spiritual gifts. Excuse me. Generosity is being able to, again, assist once you have learned enough um, in life. Wisdom has taught you. I mean, you have gained enough wisdom rather through experience. Because I always say that wisdom doesn't come with age. Wisdom comes with experience. Excuse me. And you're then well tooled or well equipped to then teach another. And being generous with those gifts and those thoughts and those experiences, because you'll change the momentum of a lot of people's lives by letting them know that just like you got through whatever you got through by being humble, you know, it's okay to be humble. You don't have to always be, we could fight for the right and fight for whatever is necessary. But sometimes it's time. I mean, we have to be level headed. We have to think about it. We have to stop and think about it and weigh our options. Right? Smart, not hard. Are we hurting and hindering ourselves by our lack of being humble? I mean, I'm being humble. And like I said, the saying is, and it says it, humble yourself or be humbled. And you're not gonna like how God humbles you or life humbles you if you don't take the initiative to humble yourself. And I know it all too well. I'm gonna just say that I know it all too well. But yeah, it's definitely an obligation for us to, you know, be generous with the thoughts and the stories and the experience that we experience. It's an obligation. I can't express to you how much it is an obligation to teach another. When you change, you change the world, right? And that's how it happens. You learn to get through all the things that God has sent you through, all the tests and trials that you were built to go through in order to teach someone else. You know, teaching someone else, you you just about change the momentum again of the world by doing such that you're setting off like a different energy, a ripple effect, and it becomes worth it. Each and every time it's done, it becomes a worth it scenario. I love it, and you'll begin to love it. I promise. I promise you. Once you begin to accept it, don't run from it. Humble yourself or be humble. Yeah, it's a gift. There's definite favor that comes behind it. Don't question yes. I mean, I'm sorry. Don't question yourself or don't doubt it. You have more control over you and your surroundings than you believe. That's why Spirit is encouraging you to, come back, humble yourself, just sit in a quiet space and watch how it all play out. Just chill. You ain't gotta do nothing, right? You ain't gotta take revenge. You don't have to be defensive. You don't have to, yeah, prove who you are. It is the proof is in the pudding. A lion doesn't have to tell you he a lion, right? For you to believe you're lying. Real talk. Spirit wants you to come away from all of that. That's not even you. And when you know better, you do better. And from this moment on, that the expectations are going to be high, right? Again, to whom much is given, much is required. So God is expecting you to make sharper decisions, better decisions, right? Again, we make it harder for ourselves. 66, hibernation. It says, oh my God, these glasses. Excuse me. Your soul needs time alone for meditation and rest. There you go. Too many things is infiltrating your energy, your spirit space, your energy space. Like that's why you're like maybe all over the place and um haven't found time to be humble or a reason to be. You just been going with the flow, just running with it. And Spirit is saying, come back, just come back to yourself, come back. What are you doing? Chill out before you hurt yourself. Humble yourself and be humble. Chill out. Slap a muzzle on it. You know what I mean? Think about it. Stop, think about it. Have the strength to do that. And again, that's exactly what that is. Humble is not weak. It's quite the opposite. Energy healing number 73. When you heal you, you heal the world. Right? Spirit telling you go out in nature and heal, hibernate. Find your peace. So you know the difference. You know the difference. You know how far you can take it versus, yeah, sometimes you gotta bite your tongue. And it's gonna play out just the way you need it to. I promise you. I promise you. Just the way you need it to. God is amazing like that. Right? Alright, so 25. I'm sorry, let's say 35, Lord Jesus. God, these glasses. Mm. All right, it says 35, healing with nature, and it says your soul yearns to be outside in nature around the healing waters, flowers and trees, mountains and bees, and all of the good, sweet, pretty stuff that nature provides. Yeah, go out and enjoy it. Go get a fishing pole and start fishing. It's the peaceful thing. Hibernate. Think about it. Stop. Think about it. Yeah, for real. Like a real thing. All to save you. I'm telling you, you don't want to be a hindrance to your destiny or your future by making these decisions that make life harder for you. I've done it. I don't want you to do it. I don't want you to do it. It's hard. It make it harder for you, and only because you know better. We know better, so we have to do better. We have to choose better. Humble yourself and be humble. I promise you. The way God humbled me at one point, not in this time or what have you. I don't want to get there because I know better, right? I don't want to get there. because again, I know better. And yeah, and it's the best way, the easiest way to allow God to fight my battles if I humble myself. That's why I say humble yourself. Humbling yourself gets you anything and everything that you desire, your heart wants, right? If it's within God's will for your life, not just surrendering. Um, the other part of, well, that is surrendering, humbling, to humble yourself, to surrender. My apologies, and that's crazy because that was the first card that came out. Sorry, y'all. I had some hot chocolate earlier, and it was like super super chocolatey. And I like to drink water behind a lot of chocolate, or I'm not gonna lie to you, not just water. I'll drink a Dr Pepper behind some chocolate. So I'm not gonna lie. hmm Transparency is my thing. But yeah, surrender. And I said I can release my need to control. Absolutely, humble yourself. That's crazy. That I didn't even look into that deep until just now. That's exactly what surrender is to humble yourself. All right. So number 77, generosity. I had lunch today. I didn't eat dinner. Well, that was my dinner. I don't really like eating multiple times a day anymore. That's crazy. Like my eating habits have changed big time. Um, I don't know. A lot has changed. Excuse me. Number 77, generosity. And it says, giving from your heart with no strings attached is what is needed now. It's definitely what I'm doing. Yep, from my heart to yours, no strings attached. Don't cost me a penny. But what it does is it it possibly sets you in a better motion. You know what I mean? To think about it. Think about your things, your moves, your actions before you make them. Will this hurt my destiny, my world, my life? You know, that's that's wise actions. Right? Think about it. Be humble. Sit down. I'm about to go to sleep, but I yeah, I wanted to come on earlier as soon as I got home, but it was other things that I ended up coming in here doing. And my pooch, he gets me. But anyway, we have spiritual gifts here, and that was number 8. That might be significant to somebody. You are in the process of developing and fine tuning your spiritual gifts, and this is where you do it in that place of, um, you know, wanting to heal and actually doing it, and yeah, taking the initiative, actually doing it, taking the initiative, and knowing it needs to be done, and actually taking the initiative. That's what it's about. It pinpointing what needs to be done and actually doing it, right? Not stressing over nothing you have no control over, but you do again have control over you. All right, so energy healer. At the very bottom of the deck, it was number 73. It is number 73, and it says, "Your natural ability to heal yourself and others is needed now." Boy, didn't I just say that? When you do that, and when you heal yourself, you heal the world. You heal. That's just what it is. It's a natural reaction to you doing what is necessary. Now you have, um when I say everybody has a place, now you have solidified your place, and now are helping another to do the same, find themselves, um again, by assisting. But first it starts with you. So we have to start with you. Yeah, and with us, huh? Because baby, I'm telling you, I'm tested on a daily. And listen, the higher you go spiritually, the test are gonna be stronger and harder to defeat and to walk through, whatever, get through. And yeah, you just one foot in front of the other, knowing that you're not in the battle alone. I know I'm not. I'm gonna just tell you that. And if I could be a living example to others as they are moving through this thing we call life, then I definitely will. Again, I won't say that I'm perfect, but I aspire to be. I definitely aspire to be, and nobody can tell me that I can't. I won't believe you. Yeah, I won't believe you. That's it. That is it. I think I'm gonna go here. I was trying to reach these with my arms. What did I say? I had to move over a bit. I want to go there next. All right, I'm waking up a bit. Dang, change. Let's put the card on change. Yeah, it's a spiritual thing. It's a beautiful thing if you embrace it in the manner in which it's come. You know, look, resurrection, overwhelm. Because it don't make you feel. It don't make you feel good. You know, worried about things that you have no control over, and yeah, getting the results that are typically the results. So it's time to kind of like do something different. Humble yourself. If that one way didn't get you to what you needed, try humbling yourself. I can see why you were overwhelmed. Spirit said come back to yourself. We can see where the overwhelmed energy came from. Worried about way too much. Doing way too much. It's 2026. Stay in your mix. Stay in your mix, thank. 2026. Stay in your mix. Of direction. I'm just saying. Truth at the bottom of the deck. Let's see if it's gonna come out. Willpower. Risks. Oh my God. A risk. I love it. Worry. See? Worrying about the things that you have no control over. Will you pass the test? Will we pass the test? Come on. We got to get it together. Oh, precision. The desire to do things precisely is useful as long as it does not devolve into, what is that? I can't say it. Rigidity. So number 69. Precision. Trust is at the bottom. Underneath it. Yeah, man. That is the reason why you're feeling overwhelmed, because you are involved in things you have no control over. Spirit says, humble yourself. Have the willpower, have the wherewithal, have the strength, have the wisdom to pull yourself back from those types of things. This is an opportunity to learn how to do so. So let's get with it. Let's get with it. All right, overwhelm. It says the hard, excuse me. Oh my God, the hard work we love can leave us feeling burdened, drained, and or burned out. Amongst other problems. That's what it should have said. 11, the number 11, overwhelm. Hard work. Notice it said hard work. Let's see, and we make it hard for no reason. It's hard for no reason. Absolutely none. Or at least none that we have control over. No, I said that wrong. My apologies. Um, we make it harder for ourselves by stressing over things that we don't have no control over. However, the things that we have control over, yeah, we have to kind of like take a grasp on it. You know what I mean? Take it, Mikey. Stop. He be sounding like he be chewing his leg off. Lord, he has a when it is warm, and I don't realize it's so warm in the house. Outside, he itches. So I have to figure out what I can get my pumpkin. I've been putting coconut oil on him, but he just licks it off. He licks it right on off. So I'll have to figure out something to get him to condition his coat a lot better. Otherwise, he's a licker in there. He's licking, and the licking is driving me nuts. But anyway, all right. So yeah, overwhelm and worry. It's a bad thing when you. I mean, well, I'll just say this. This is why we are sitting here right now. This time. So hopefully, something here rubs off in a manner in which it should. It's being brought to you because yeah, I would hate to see any of us fail this test when it's actually really easy, really easy to get through if you identify what's important versus what you stand to lose, right? And whether or not it's worth it. I'm just saying. You think you're overwhelmed by what's having to humble yourself for situations that you have no control over. Just imagine losing things that you need. You know what I mean? Being beneficial. These things that are beneficial to you by being humble, for being humble. It's just a beautiful thing. Once you're receive the way you're supposed to. All right, so worry was the next card, and it says number 57. Worry is an attachment to a particular outcome and the fear that will not come to pass. And the fear that will not come to pass. Worry is an attachment to a particular outcome. Being overwhelmed and worried about a situation. Okay, just be humble. You don't have to worry about it. I can't even stress that enough. You don't. There's nothing. Once you surrender, once you have humbled yourself again, um, surrendering and humbling yourself and being in under. Mikey. Oh, he drinking water now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Drink your water, baby. My bad. I don't know if y'all can hear him lopping up the water, lapping or whatever you call it, slopping up the water. But it's loud. Mikey's a big dog. But anyway, we have direction here, and it says, oh wait, I didn't read resurrection. Yeah, this is the part where it says coming into yourself. This is you after the hibernation, right? The whole change of direction, whole new you coming back to you. Yeah, you know the road you have been, this energy that you have been radiating originally isn't your energy. Not originally, but the energy that you have been, displaying and radiating here lately. I'll say that because again, this was never you at one point. But I mean, I get it. Life kind of happens, and it will cause us to be defensive and you know look at life a certain way. and think everybody's out to get you, and all of those things. But yeah, that's not the case. And it's okay to be um what I want to say. It's okay to be optimistic about it, right? It's okay. Being humble, that is. All right, so resurrection. It says reconsider a project or recall a person from the past to resurrect an idea. Number 40. So that might be significant to somebody, but resurrection is that recall is to you. You resurrecting after definitely choosing um, your peace of mind, your peace in life, period, choosing a different road, a higher road, a different direction, having the strength and the courage and wisdom to do that. You know what I mean? The willpower to do that, and not having to, react to every experience and or thing that's around you. Anything that rub you the wrong way. Have the willpower to be cool and watch how it play out. Be cool. That's it. That's all you have to do. And yeah, the hibernation and healing with nature. Yeah, that's yeah, it's all a part of the process. All a part of the process, baby. Take the risk. Bet on you. You got this. Surrender to what's happening here. Be humble. There's a test here and you can pass it. You are worth the test, I'll say, and you're worth the outcome. Because let me tell you, when I say you're worth the test, God don't test everybody. He only tests to see if you're worthy. So if he's testing you, that's an honor. It's a privilege because he's there deeming you ready to lead another, help another, guide another, assist another on their journey as others are assisting you. It's just the gift that keeps on giving. You know. Bet on yourself. Bet on the outcome. Your outcome. You know. It's a beautiful thing. I'm used to having my music, but I'm kind of like weird about it now because like Facebook, YouTube, kind of like um gave me the, what is it called, the copyright thingy. It didn't stop the video or nothing like that or take away any of my content, but um yeah, it still gave me the copyright, so I can't listen to instrumentals now. Dang, man, I gotta do something. New Beginnings was flipped over just now. That kind of fits along with that direction. New Beginnings, coming back to yourself. Yeah. You don't have to feel overwhelmed. Overwhelm is unnecessary. That's hard. That's hard, not smart. You don't have to worry about unnecessary stuff. That's hard, not smart. Hard, not smart. All right, it says Siren's Song. Listen wisely. Oh God, Jesus. It says, be beware the alluring tunes that be aware of the alluring tunes that promise more than they deliver. Listen wisely. hmm Be humble. Just chill. Just watch. Just listen. You're gonna see and hear everything it is that you need to. Be humble. That's the test. test is to be humble. All right. So this is seek worth, not just shine. Gemstone trap. Amidst, oh God, help. Amidst sparkling treasures, the brightest jewels often hides the deepest cut. Oh my gosh. Imagine it. And I say that's life often does that to us. You know, as life happens, that's what happens. You know, however, we don't have to um, allow that to harden us to the point of, yeah, we just lose ourselves to all these emotions and all of these feelings and thoughts and being a slave to our, you know, that type of energy, right? Coming away from that, being smart enough to come away from it, doing something different, changing the direction, the momentum of what's happening in your life by choosing to be humble, having, again, the strength and wisdom to do so. And guess what? If you're raising children, they're watching. They're watching how you handle life. And then if they're grown, when they get grown and they're acting like we can't be mad. I mean, at least if they choose to, if you want them to follow something, of course you should want them to follow something of substance. You know, showing them how to go about life gracefully, even though life hands us curves and twists and turns and stuff like that. Yeah, we don't have to surrender. What I want to say, we don't have to. Yeah, I don't have to be. I'm free from feeling worried and overwhelmed from things that I don't have any control over. Yeah, and being humble is the way. I was in a space just now, y'all. I don't know if y'all saw that, but I was in a space. I was talking, but in my head something else was going on. That's crazy. I just explained that to y'all. But I was doing this, and this is a self-soothing thing here when you do this, but and rocking as well. But in my head, and I just snapped back in when I just told y'all that. Oh my god, that's crazy. But it was, of course, positive stuff that was happening there. If I have to explain that to you, then you probably shouldn't even be here. All right. So we have. Oh, come on now. All right. Relax, awaken. Siren song, and relax says, oh my god, I can't say. Let me just take a look. It says a spontaneous getaway, the hibernation, healing in nature. If you didn't think that that was really a thing that you need to do, you probably don't know you need that bad. You really need it that bad. You really, really need it that bad. Please get out into nature and, yeah, become one with it as it becomes one with you. So, as it is already one with you. All right. So, a spontaneous getaway will recharge your energy and renew your spirit. Take the trip, renew your essence. And this one says, yeah, I read that one. This one says, awaken. A sudden realization about your life's purpose will awaken your true potential. Embrace this insight. Redefine your path, direction. Come on. I'm not playing with y'all. I'm not playing with, yeah, whatever. I'm not playing with spirit. I'm here for a reason. Nothing but the truth. So help me God. That's it. And I might have got off to a slow start, but I'm waking up. I'm waking up. I'm remembering. I'm remembering the message because it's been on my head. There's been a couple things that's been on my head for the last couple of days. I had to write them down. Spirit would not let me sleep about it, but I've been singing a couple these spiritual gospel songs, and I was in the mirror, trimming my hair in the back here, and tapering it, should I say? And the song kept coming to me. And crazy enough, I cannot think of neither one of them right now. Oh, every time I turn around, blessings, blessings. Every time I turn around, blessings on blessings. My voice is kind of raggedy right now, so excuse me. And there was another one. Wait, favor of the Lord. I just wanted to say that part because that was a part of the song too. Is upon me. Dang. I always miss it. But it was another one I was singing in the mirror. What was it? And crazy enough, it just kept coming to me. It's been coming to me since I got off work. I was singing on the bus home, and yeah, got in the house and was still singing it. I was like, dang, why is this song like I was not listening to it. I hadn't listened to it. So it just kept like replaying in my head. But nonetheless, I don't even know why I got there or where I was going with that. But yeah, I pay attention to the signs. Grateful for the signs. Grateful to see the signs so that I can obey them. All of those are signs, and I'll see where they apply soon enough, right? All in the moment. All right, and this one says the ultimate decision, risk everything, and then risk come out here. Don't believe me? There you go. All right, all in the moment. The ultimate decision, risk everything or walk away. Fortune favors the brave. Courageous choices, high stakes, high roads, high stakes. Come on, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, Mr. Mrs. Courageous. Maybe someone's a Leo, a lion. And I talked about the lion earlier. Lion don't have to say he's a lion for you to know he's a lion. Huh? Okay. You best know he's a lion. He's about, you know exactly what he could do. You ain't got to ask, hey, can I see those teeth? You think you can bite this arm off? Right? No, I'm not playing with it. Look at this big elephant. Now that's funny because the elephant is one of the biggest things in the jungle. But it's funny how it still gives the lion respect when you see the lion coming. But he's bigger than a lion. If only he knew, huh? Oh, Jesus Christ. Only he knew. All right, so this one says, Elder of Truth. Come on now. And eventually you'll become an elder of truth. This is why this is so necessary for you to get through this little hiccup. Right? Be humble. Sit down. Hibernate. Heal. Relax. Relate. Release. And come into, you know, that place. That peaceful place. Mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. And ultimately financially. All right, so I have to include financially because once you align all of those things, finances all automatically like kick in. That's like laying out. But anyway, all right, so Elder of Truthness says you will encounter a truth teller who will challenge your beliefs but open new doors. Question deeply, accept truth. Say y'all, this is crazy. And y'all saw, and I was actually done with this deck. I don't know why I picked it back up and started shuffling again, and those two cards came out, right? But did y'all hear that last card? Y'all saw the card come out. It wasn't me. All right. I told you I'm just a vessel, but anywho, let me put my little glasses back on. Let me put my little glasses back on. I wasn't supposed to keep y'all this long. I have all of these conversations to talk about, but I know that they are definitely gonna help somebody. That's what I'm here for. Don't shoot the messenger. I'll just say that. Huh? Don't do that. I'm here for the win. Come on now. Free yourself from mental slavery. I don't know where it came from. Dang. That's it? That's all you wanted to say? All right. I take heed. All right. Enchanted. This one is Enchanted Connections. Uh-oh. That hibernation and healing with nature. Look at a tree. Oh, I'm up now. Lord, let's talk about it. All right. Enchanted Connections. This beautiful, pretty tree. Look. That'll be a pretty like tattoo or something. Maybe someone has a tattoo like that, or maybe you were thinking about it. All right, this one says engage in social activities that align with your interests, opening doors to lasting friendships and relationships. Yes, and start with you and nature. That's the best advice that you can that one can give you. Start with you, hibernating in nature. What you have control over. Start with what you have control over. Changing the momentum of what's happening with you. And when you change the ripples and things of what's happening with you, it just follows suit with everything else and everybody else, everything around you. Right? It does. I promise you. I am living it as we speak. And it was just a little experiment. It was. And it wasn't. Yeah. I am learning a lot about myself through all these tests and trials and experiences. That's why I say they like trials and tribulations. They build character. Lessons in life, they build character. Either they will make you or break you. You know, which one are you? Will you let it do to you? All right. So, Enchanted Forest. This one is dang. Just nature is all around you. Maybe your earth sign. Maybe someone's an earth sign. Yeah. I didn't. Sorry, I didn't mean to leave y'all out. Dang, energy healer. I did not mean to leave that out. I did speak about the Leo. All right, so um, all right. Take nature walks to reconnect with. I'm sorry. Take nature walks to reconnect with the earth, harmonizing your energy with your surroundings. So I'll just tell you that somebody's the earth sign. Somebody's definitely an earth sign. That definitely has to go back to themselves, go back to nature, go back to life, back to life, back to reality. So yo, I can really sing. And this is like my play singing voice because I really don't want to put forth the effort. I'm tired. I'm tired. I really am tired. I'm giving y'all what I got right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. You see me drinking this water. I'm holding on for dear life. Oh my goodness. And I didn't eat anything. And I was literally like playing in my phone, waiting for 11:11. It was like this, and my face hit the microphone, and that's when I woke up. Well, I opened my eyes. I just like woke up 10 minutes ago, and we've been on. I just woke up like 10 minutes ago. But yeah, somebody's an earth sign. Y'all need to go back out into nature. Um, like I said, go sit in some water, go fishing, go put your feet in the water, go sit next to a tree, under a tree, hug a tree. I don't care what the people say. Hug the tree. Hug. It's gonna make you feel wonderful. It's gonna make you feel good. Let's see what these truth cards have to say right quick. I was kind of leery. I put them up twice and put them down because they could be reckless. These suckers right here could be reckless. And sometimes, if you're not ready for the truth, whew, it's really a hard pill to swallow. It's really a hard pill to swallow. Well, let's see what it gives me. I just want to see. But I respect the truth. You know, I may not like it every time, but I'll respect it. Yeah. Misread signs. You're misinterpreting signals and wandering off course. Reevaluate. Reevaluate to follow the path of natural flow. Yeah, all the overwhelming, overthinking, worry. Again, it may not even be the way that you think that it is. You worry for nothing, overwhelmed for nothing. You're reading. You may be reading a scenario wrong, and yeah, again, if you step back, you can see it better. You don't always have to be in a defensive mode. Again, choose your battles and choose them wisely. And it's not choosing your battle is not weak. Again, it's wise. It's not a sign of weakness. Spirit said you're overthinking. You overthink certain situations. And being an overthinker could be a good thing, but could also be a hindrance. It could also be a hindrance. I think I'm going to fix me some oatmeal or something. I'm hungry. And I don't ever eat this late, but I'm really hungry. I had a small portion earlier. I had small portions earlier. I had a side salad. I had like 2 fried chicken legs. I did. But the salad balanced it out. It was balanced, right? And I also had some broccoli and cheese. A couple spoons of broccoli and cheese. And what we call dirty rice. A couple spoons of that. This all came from Rouse's. Your way food there. I only got like a couple spoons of it all. It was like $11. But yeah. Yeah, Spirit said you are the right person for the job. You are who he designed for a time such as this. A time this moment, this opportunity is for you to better you. And yes, let's start with healing and coming back to you, taking the high road. Taking that high road, resurrecting you, coming back to you, surrendering and coming back to you. Closed doors. The path is blocked with needless complications for a reason. Wow. Respect the redirection and focus on something new or forgotten. Or forgotten that will lead you into better alignment, better balance. Right? Yeah, because we'd be worried, we'd be overwhelming ourselves and worried for nothing. Over stuff that, again, we have no control over. All right. It's working. See, and I don't have to do all the, oh, look, reckless. And I say these calls was reckless. Oh, my God. Look at the reckless came out. But anything less than, you being humble would be reckless. definitely will be reckless. You're acting like you don't care and waiting for it to crash and burn. Be warned, it's easier to change course now than to clean up the mess later. Then I say humble yourself or be humbled. Lord, if that didn't say that, I don't know what else. What else? I just don't know. I don't know what else I could say. Other the card said be humble. Be humble or be humbled. Be humble or be humbled. Just want to make sure you heard me correctly. Because sometimes I can the words everything up. Be I know. I know. I'm trying. I'm trying. Just bear with us, sister. It's a New Orleans thing. I don't know. Mm, it's just what it is. Yeah. Wow. Humble yourself or be humbled. That's exactly what that said. Anything less will be reckless. That's it. Anything less than humble will be reckless. Reckless to your destiny, your yes, everything that you know that's written for you. And we just hopefully, hope that one day you get it, that you don't have to be reckless all your life. Sometimes a hard head makes a soft ass, like the old people say. Hard head makes a soft ass. Yeah, because you know better. You know better. And it's time that you do better. That redirection is okay. Redirection. Come on now. Just relax. It's gonna fare out in your favor. Just yeah. Work what you have control over and let God do the rest. Victory and vengeance is yours. You don't have to, yeah. Every action don't deserve a reaction. Humble. Humble. All right. It says one day when you least expect it, you are going to crash into someone who is going to be so gentle and so soft with your heart. You are going to be so glad that you kept it open. You are going to be so glad that you chose to believe it deserved more. And this will be this person um who who's coming and bringing you this insight. That will be that person. This one day, this person that you will, come, one day come across. Again, God makes no mistakes. He allows, and there's no coincidences with things. God allows things to happen just the way that they need to. Unfortunately, yeah, and it's beyond our understanding. Fortunately for us, sometimes it's a good thing. It's beyond our understanding. Sometimes it's not meant for us to understand. That's why we could never fathom some of the things, and I don't understand. It's not, yeah, it's not that you don't. It's meant for you not to. Some things are meant for us not to understand. Um, yeah, and it takes a level of connection or communication with, um, God, and meditating and praying and then meditating, waiting for your answer, knowing your answer. When you hear the answer, you get the answer, and then applying the answer or abiding by, um, you know, the information that it brings, right? So this one is you're going to be celebrating something very soon, something very special very soon. You'll be so full of joy and happiness. It will almost seem out of this world how suddenly it all happens for you. Be ready for it. Expect it. It's happening. And after you have completed the mission. And again, after you have completed this mission, being available and generous with your story, being able to help others. And that's the key part of it too. I mean, every part of it is key, absolutely key. But um, that's when you know that you made it, that you've overcome whatever obstacle that was at the moment, in that moment, whatever obstacle that was, you made it through when you are now equipped to assist somebody else. And you're equipped because God will strategically send someone across your path that needs your story, or that has your story, and that needs your conclusion. I need your understanding or your wisdom, right? Don't be one of those ones. I got my own story. I got my own thing. I don't want to be that, because that was me. That was me. I'm guilty. I'm telling you. Don't be who I was. I ran from it. I ran from all that this is right here. So I don't want you to make it harder for yourself. That's how we make it harder for ourselves. Not humbling. But life humbled me. You know, because I didn't take the initiative to do it myself. And so I don't want to see you all burn yourselves out by, choosing things that's going to cause you to do so. Look at open your heart. We just talked about opening your heart. But open your heart, not just a little, all the way, and let the love flow in. Absolutely. It's definitely about reciprocity and you feeling that love. That love is what's going to help you experience this great healing that's necessary for this journey. You know, healing in nature, like allowing you to accept what's happening around you and appreciating it, valuing it, right? Finding the beauty in it again. Right? Do not lose insight. Do not lose sight of this truth. You came here to evolve and grow. So it is necessary to experience the difficult times, the tests and trials. That's right. That's when you will grow the most. And I tell you, that's what our character is built. Like that's when some of us. I know for me, I impress myself with some of the things that I do and how I come through and over certain situations that was built and made to like sink me. I'm gonna come out a victor each and every time. The early onset of a situation might be overwhelming, or may create a sense of worry, of fear in the in the initial onset of whatever the situation is. But overall, I know in the end, yeah, I'm gonna win her for sure. All right, so that's it. And be it a situation coming against me, a person, place, a thing, whatever the situation is, whatever the test or trial is, yeah, vengeance and victory is mine, said the Lord. I'm running with it. I'm sticking with it. That's it. All right, so don't lose sight of this truth. You came here to evolve and grow, so it is necessary to experience difficult times. That's when you will grow the most. There is always light at the end of the tunnel. Absolutely. Yeah. It's not this, this yeah, having to hold them in. That's not the worst thing you're gonna go through. That's not even the worst thing you go through. So little things like this, you have to begin learning how to gain control over, you know, the little things that you can control, and the other things you just leave it to God. That's it. That's how I'm learning. I can't say that I'm fully transitioned, but this reading definitely it's opening my eyes as to where I am in the scenario, and where I'm going, right? Look, wait, where I'm going. Because obviously I wasn't seeing the way I needed to be. There was some misread signs, some, um, yeah, and I needed to understand what was happening. And even if at that time I couldn't understand, I just know that, yeah, this isn't of me. And I live the laws of righteousness. I'm a big advocate for that. That will always be my agenda. So when I step underneath um, that umbrella, yeah, it's something different. And to me, that's me being less than who I know I am, right? So yeah, I won't say that I won't ever fall into temptation and wanting to do it again, or having doing it again. Um, but I'm gonna say I'm gonna work hard, yeah, hard with trying to sustain from doing so. And I'm human, just like you all are, and I won't beat you up for doing the same thing, But I want to encourage you to again do better, as I am also on the road to doing the same thing. Yeah, I wouldn't expect anything. Wouldn't encourage you all to do anything that I wouldn't do, right? But we all, and it starts with us. Again, collective. It starts with us because again, we are living. We are what I want to say expected to do more because of our caliber, the level that we are spiritually, and it's just what it is. Again, to whom much is given, much is required. So if God is giving you this heads up, it's an obligation to do something with it and literally apply it, move accordingly, because yeah, when you are where you need to be at the time you need to be there, just like the purpose for everything being right on point, aligned just the way they need to, so you can learn what you need to learn and then bless another. All right, so we're gonna move on. I want to grab a couple of these right here, these good old babies. I kept trying to grab the scriptures. I wanted to see how many I had of these out, but I have enough. I might go make me some tea instead, because I really don't like eating this late. I eat this late, I'm gonna wake up dog hungry, y'all. Like, yeah, it's bad. I don't know what's happened to my eating habits. So we got growing came out. Oh my God, trusting came out. Trust came out in the other deck too. I put it back in. Or was it at the bottom? No, that was precision, but it was here. Yep, trust. I know it was underneath precision. All right, we need one more of you lovely folks. Let's see. Please like and subscribe, y'all. I'm gonna try and come on maybe Sunday, early Sunday. Saturday night. I can do Saturday night, maybe early Saturday night when sundown. So I don't come on Friday nights typically unless it's something there's a message that absolutely needs to get out. But I won't come on Fridays because I obey the Sabbath, right? So sundown. If I'm home Friday morning, or I'm free Friday morning, Friday evening before sundown, I can do a reading, but sundown I will not. Um sundown to Saturday sundown. I will not do readings, but no wait, Friday sundown, Saturday 5 o'clock. That from that time to that time, I won't do readings. From 5 to 5, I will not do readings. But um, after sundown, maybe 5:30 ish, I'll come on. All right. So be looking out for that, and hopefully I'll be up. But I've been this this little what I want to say. Yeah, I've been busy. I'll just say that, and literally was fighting coming on. But I missed y'all and want to at least touch bases, let you know that I'm still in the building. All right, so we have Beyond Limitations. Imagine that. Let me take these glasses off and read these lovely words. Oh my God. Like I forgot. Okay, so this one says, Beyond Limitations. Today I exceed my own expectations. Then I say, blow. We often blow our own minds with the abilities. When you find out the things that you can do, right? When you're expected to do them, the things that you can actually produce, like wow, you'll wow yourself, right? So again, today I see my own expectations. I open my consciousness to the infinite. Excuse me. There are no limitations, there's no end. Everything is unfolding in a continuous now. Therefore, I open my thoughts towards a broader horizon. I look beyond my perception of reality, right? Absolutely. As we should all do that. It gives you a broader perspective and it makes you wiser, right? When you step outside of your norm, your typical, as I said, that's what sometimes it takes to, change the momentum or move in a better, higher, brighter direction, higher level, you know, growth, evolving into, the resurrected you, the new you, right? Not even being able to recognize yourself when you come out of that thing. Lord, beautiful thing. Um, that meant it was all worth it, right? Out with the old and in with the new. And all it takes is the surrender. All right, the humbling. All right, so the initiative to humble. All right. There are no limitations. There is no end. Everything is unfolding in a continuous now. Therefore, I open my thoughts towards a broader horizon. Mhm. I look beyond my perception of reality, beyond all barriers created from my own beliefs and fears. And I am now open to new possibilities. Yeah, absolutely. 'Cause now you're able to see differently, whereas you were only focused on the one idea of, you know this is how it has to be, this is how one has to react for this, or you know yeah, it's unnecessary. Again, we make it harder for ourselves, and it's about being working hard, I'm sorry, working smart and not hard. And I won't say that, everything is going to come easy, because it's not. Again, we're going to be, tests and trials are going to come often, especially when you are equipped to defeat each one that comes, that arises against you. You are, yeah, God equips us for each battle, and then in the midst of that battle, you find out how equipped you are by, standing your ground. And standing your ground meaning being there. That's all you have to do is exist in that situation. It's not the fact that you have to fight, Because some battles you don't have to fight. God, you just have to just be still, relax, and humble, and let God be God. Because when we put our 2 cents in, we end up knocking him completely out the equation. He said, "Oh, you got it. Well, I'm gonna just sit back and watch how this work out. You know, I'm gonna sit back and watch how this happens. Because if you can humble yourself for a day or two, it things might look different. You know, might feel different, and yeah, you putting your 2 cents in places that just sit back and watch. Just chill, relax, humble. Keep your hands clean. Pure heart, clean hands. Keep your hands clean. Yeah. Every action don't deserve a reaction. It's okay. I love allowing God to fight for me. Though I want instant gratification sometimes, I'll say that. I'm gonna be honest. I know in the end, I know better. Instant gratification will get me the same consequences as my the one thing that's coming against me. I don't want to even out the score. I don't want to even out the playing field, tit for tat. You do something, I do something. So now God say, "Hey, you handled it. I ain't got to do nothing." You know what I mean? So yeah, I like to be humble. I'm gonna be humble about it. Um, yeah, because the instant gratification is just what it is, instant gratification, and then because I know better, my heart is going to be convicted because I didn't remain humble. I didn't choose the higher road, the humble road. Yeah, I can play that game that people play all day. And guess what? I'm allotted to. I just have to know that there are boundaries. I have to know that there's a difference in a time and a place for everything. I have to remember that there's a time and a place for everything. Right? Because God said you could be humble as a dove, and sometimes you have to be sly as one of them, a snake, to actually finagle through this world and finagle through the very same. This is literally a dog eat doggy world. You have to sometimes get in where you fit in. I understand that, but humble is definitely the way. Absolutely the way. I don't know nothing else. And again, humble fits under the umbrella of righteousness and love as well, leading with love. Come on, baby. This is the scriptures. This is the last little bit of the reading. And I hope this meant something to you all. And I hope this is something that somebody can take and use it for what it's worth, for sure. Humble yourself. This perfume I have on smells so good. Every time I move my arm, I smell it. I take a bath in my perfume, but it is so sweet and so pretty. Like I want to smell it every time I move my arm or when I'm at work, and then I'll tell myself, "Oh, this just smells so good. It smells so good." I just wanna. It smells so good. Not really wanna, but I'm a little dramatic too. All right. This was a faller outer. Let's get it. I don't know what that was. That just fell this way. That wasn't what was supposed to come out. All right. Let's get it. These are really even smaller, y'all. I don't know why I picked the smallest cards. But before this, my eyes wasn't like this. I don't know. I think my prescription and all my glasses have changed. It's been a minute. I usually take the glasses and sometimes they'll change the lenses, get the lenses taken out and put more in. So it's been like maybe a year and a half, maybe 2 years with some of them. So it's time for me to go and read up the script or whatever. But anyway, this one is Deuteronomy 9:3, and it says, know therefore that he who goes over before you as a consuming fire is the Lord your God. That's right. Know who he is and allow him to be who he is in your life. Oh, baby, because, yes, even though I be wanting my lick back right now, because you hit me right now, I'm going to sit back and I'm going to humble myself and I'm going to wait for the great hitter to hit. Huh? The hitter that don't miss, baby, he don't miss. He don't miss. He will meet you exactly where you are. All I gotta do is be humble and sit down. Yeah. One of my favorite saying is those who hurt you will eventually hurt themselves, and if you're lucky, God will let you watch. I like watching. I'm gonna sit back and relax and watch. Yeah. I'm gonna have my hands and my heart clean as I watch. But taking out instant gratification, I'm sorry, instant ain't gonna do nothing but get me in trouble. Right? So I'm gonna keep my hands clean. And I'm gonna let you deal with your consequences. I don't want your consequences. So I'm gonna be humble. Yeah, man. All right. The blood shall be a sign for you, and when I see the blood, I will pass over you. Exodus 12:13. That's one of my favorite stories, the Passover. Moses. One of my favorite stories. But anyway, yeah. God said, I don't play behind um them who don't play behind me. Yeah, he loved them who are after his heart. And being after his heart is are those who live in righteousness, who live in humility and love, right? And again, society would love to make us think that being humble is a sign of weakness, you know. And a lot of people are in jail, lost their lives with that mentality. It's time to be smarter, wiser, right? Again, stronger, smarter than this. We are smarter than this, and we have to know it. All right, so that's the only reason why the enemy has always come against us, because we are something to come against. All right, so this one says, "Oh, the Helper, the Holy Spirit, whom the Father will send in my name, he will teach you all things and bring you to." Lord, my voice is getting weird. All right, so the Helper, the Holy Spirit, whom the Father will send in my name, he will teach you all things and bring to you remembrance all that I have said to you. John 14:26. Absolutely. There's someone that's going to be in the midst of you, around you. And please discern. Please discern. Ask God to um, reveal to you who is who and what's what. You know, don't just take everybody's word for it, because there are people that are, you know, and that are in the business for um, taking you off of your path. There are people that are strategically placed on your path to remove you from your path, to trick you out of your story. as there are some that are here to help evolve you and grow your story, show you, assist you along your journey. So that's why discernment is such a necessary thing. You have to pinpoint and know who's who, and again, what's what, right? Excuse me. That's what I was. And crazy enough, as humble and peaceful as the reading, I guess the verbiage that I was using inside of the reading, was basically how the reading was, because that's exactly how I felt about it. Very peaceful. This whole state of mind that I'm in at this very second. Peace, relaxed, humble. It could be worse, and thank God it's not. Uh, Always a sense of grace and our gratitude. You know, I say gratitude. Yeah, always a sense of gratitude, not just grace, but grace and gratitude. I appreciate and value it all. Anywho, and again, I'm not perfect, and I don't want anyone to think that I am. I am human, a spirit in this human vessel, should I say? And yeah, some of the devices and tricks and scandals and things like that that's happening in the world. People like me, I don't fall for it. And yeah, again, it could be worse, and thank God it's not. Anywho, y'all be blessed. Thank y'all for showing up. And I'm grateful that I was here. Grateful that you were here. And yeah, be blessed, be grateful, be humble. Huh? Sit down. Be humble. Sit your ass down. And be cool. Like, yeah, it's all gonna work in your favor in the end. You already know this. You know better. We know better. So we have to do better. All right, y'all. I think that's it. Until next time. Peace and blessings. Hope that helped. Like and subscribe. Oh, and go visit the other channel and make sure you like and subscribe there. Peace.